What we got, man? Sneaker, what was it? Sneaker Wars. Something about some teams. What was it though? Something about some teams.
Man.
Yeah, that chance is on fire.
Chance Rapper?
Yes.
I told you came through the McDonald's joint after you left.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was nice.
Let's see.
I said there's too many AAU programs.
Man.
Kick it off.
Irrational Parents. Don't you know that you're hurting your kids more than you know?
Them two can go together.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, they can't go together.
Yes, it can.
How?
Low one to go in. What you gotta say?
I'm saying how you gonna put them together?
Cause I mean they shouldn't be too long.
Then let's do a 25, 30-minute session. We ain't got to go an hour every time.
Let's go.
We're gonna get to talking.
Then if we stay on one, then
I'm gonna make it go. I'm gonna make it go an hour and a half.
Well, we appreciate your comments and tuning in today.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Just I'm gonna flow with it.
Flo know what he want to talk about.
Irrational Parents. Then we do irrational parents. Some irrational parents.
You don't like the earpieces, Noah? You don't really like it?
I do. I have mine, but I don't.
Yo, yo, chill.
What?
I'm just fucking.
Oh. Did you hit record?
No, ready?
Yeah.
Whenever you are.
Oh, I think it sounds better. Never mind. Go ahead and do your thing.
I'm good. There it is.
Ready?
Think it sound better? What?
Go ahead. Put the headphones on. Let's get it. Let's rock.
I'm ready like this, but say what you gonna say.
Oh, you're not gonna put the headphones on?
Say what you was gonna say.
No, I'm good.
No, you're not.
Let's record.
No, we gotta say what you gonna say.
No, we're good.
It might be good insight.
Low.
If it don't sound good, you said think it might sound better if what?
Let's go, man. Hit record, man. Hit record, man. Low trying to be cool today. Got his beats on his shoulder.
That threw everything off. Oh, except the.
Oh no,
It did.
It threw everything.
That was classic.
This.
It would have fucked it up.
Just not the computer.
That was classic. It just paused.
Every Nate. We ready?
Ready. You recording that, right?
It's been recording.
Oh shit.
Toughed off for the win.
Welcome back to the summer. I'm Marlon Lowe.
Mo Elrod in the building.
Alex Pugh in the building.
Thunderstorms.
Yeah, it's a little Houston weather, man. It's crazy. It changes.
Quickly.
Always have a jacket, some shorts, t-shirt, a hat, umbrella. Just be prepared, man, when you come out here.
Windbreaker.
Yeah, everything.
That's all you gotta
You know
have.
what I mean? So,
Be a one-stop shop. Keep it in the back of your car. You're always good to go.
no doubt.
You know,
What we got today?
like that carry-on bag you used to have all the time. You pack your gear up in there. Just move it around because you never know whether you might come back to the crib or not. You might be out. Just keep everything with you.
Just keep a carry on.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I got you.
That's that low and pew life.
No, man, cut that out.
I got you.
It's that low and pew life. Carry on.
You listening to this, right? He don't know nothing about that. Yeah, it is what it is, man. But let's talk about some of these irrational parents in the world of summer ball. Parents.
What is irrational?
Parents that, there's multiple points.
It's levels to this.
Yes.
Levels to that.
That's
So
why
the
I'm
lunacy.
Because people only think you talking about the loud,
Yeah. Obnoxious. Yeah.
So
It's levels.
What is an irrational parent?
Man, like, okay.
Most of the time it's somebody that they want it, first of all, more than the kid.
Yes.
But they do want it for the kid as well.
Yes.
But they think somebody might be cheating their child in the process.
Yes. I.e., coach, referee,
Yes.
teammates,
The parent next door.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
I found out the younger the teams are,
Oh my God.
the worse it is.
Oh my God.
The
younger they
Yes.
are, the worse it is.
Because everybody out there believe that they got a baby Steph Curry, a baby LeBron, and, you know, mathematically speaking, what is it?
Only about 1,500 scholarships a year out of about 500,000 kids playing basketball.
500,000. That's a lot of kids
So
hooping.
what takes place? Like in regards to irrational parents, what takes place?
Most of the fights that occur in summer basketball,
Fights.
it happens in the lower school, middle school ranks. They all fight. You know, mama, upset, dad upset, somebody jawing about another person. Now see, you do have episodes where another adult will talk about another person's child too.
Absolutely.
Now, see, that's
loud.
You know what I'm saying?
Like they don't have
He
family
can't guard you.
Yeah, like-
He's sorry, man. They in 4th grade. Chill out.
It's crazy.
Take him. Get him off of you.
Don't let them push you around.
Like they all not gonna get the same trophy.
Man, hey, they worried about a different type of trophy.
I think it's the element of I don't want to say too much too soon, but let them enjoy the game. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was in 3rd or 4th grade, I was just hooping. I don't remember parents just doing that, man.
No doubt.
I guess the NBA and the sneaker deals and all that stuff, got people just twisted.
I think people think that if they're the best right now in 3rd or 4th
They're
grade,
gonna get a mixtape.
that it translates to the NBA. This is their NBA. They
Yeah,
think if they're the
absolutely.
best right now, it's going to translate over to middle school, high school, and college and the
And
pros.
It does not translate.
But
at
they
all.
don't see it like that way. They don't look at it that way. They are erratic, dog. They're erratic. Some of these parents, and y'all know who I'm talking about too. You can all raise your hand up right now while you listen and say,
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's me. Or you know what? You ain't gonna point at yourself. That's she. That's
Right.
he.
That's
You
somebody
know one,
else.
right? We talking about them. Shoot us a message. Let us know hit us on the DM. Let us know what you know, what you done seen. But it's a lot of
give us another form of an irrational parent, not just the loud.
Okay.
Necessarily
you could
trying
probably
to fight.
Yeah, you could probably take it to like social media, like calling kids out, calling teams out.
oh.
All of that, man. I mean, I think when it comes to summer basketball, it's you're not probably going to play on the same team from 3rd grade to 11th grade. You know what I'm saying? You're probably going to end up playing on maybe a couple teams here and there. You might end up playing on a different team every year.
By the time they hit high school, body snatchers are
everything
coming.
changes once you get to high school. Yeah.
Body snatchers are
Yeah.
coming. Like we can just call them what they are.
Once you get to high school, it completely changes. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, when it comes to the parents, just irrational, man, just based on
Because they've played ball before, or they
Or
know
maybe not.
that they know what's going on. But one of the other things is, you know what? I don't care what happens. Eventually, at some point in time, he don't know how to coach. He don't know what he's doing. It's coming.
Not
no,
my kid.
not my kid. That's the hashtag.
Oh,
hashtag
not my
coming.
kid.
It's
not
coming.
my kid. I want to see that all over Twitter.
What does not my kid mean?
That means that my kid can do whatever the hell he want to do. It is not his fault.
Not his fault.
It's everybody else's fault.
He threw that pass out of bounds, but
The ball didn't have enough air in it.
didn't have enough air in it, or teammates shouldn't have went back door when he was being overplayed. But it's not my kid.
He missed the layup because he was sick this morning. He didn't have the strawberry oatmeal. He usually did bananas. It's always something.
I heard one. He went, the daddy. The kid missed. He would miss like every shot, like over 7. You pulling him out? Man, God, he's about to hit his next one. Come on, he about to get going, man. He about to get going. How you just gonna pull him out like that?
Hey,
That
that's the
happened.
He's
mentality.
tripping, man. That coach tripping, man. My son, hey, you know what I'm saying? Yes,
That is
I've
the
heard
mentality.
that. I was like,
That's wild.
Really?
So you hear
He gonna hit the next one.
Not that he in the 4th, 5th grade and he 0 for 7 taking just layups.
right?
You usually gonna take a lot of bad shots. You're
Absolutely.
gonna take some bad shots. But you know what? Again, it was back on the coach. Coach tripping.
It's always somebody else's fault.
Always somebody else's fault.
No matter what.
And the younger they are, the worse it is. They got because when they in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade, even 8th, mama and daddy are not letting him go anywhere by himself. Respect that. I respect that. I'm
Absolutely.
good with that. But they're always there. Grandma's there, auntie is there, uncle's there, somebody there to watch little Bobby play. You know what I'm saying? Little Jimmy, Junebug. You know what I'm saying? We got to get that. The family coming to watch him do his thing. Then he just left the Y a couple weeks ago, averaging about 40.
Right. He was
you know what I'm saying?
Y.
Now he playing AAU basketball or something like that. He playing travel basketball. He a part of the summer now. You know what I'm saying? So we got to go support this. They got a travel team. They going to Alabama. They going to New Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
They got team bags.
They
Who
going
has
to
the most
Sacramento.
Their names on them.
There it is. Ooh, what about some sweatshirts? They got them all.
Yeah.
They got them all. The young kids dress better than the 1700 teams most of the time.
I agree.
They
I
do.
see a
They
lot
got
of
it all.
I see a lot of arm sleeves.
What?
That's,
Everybody got the same hairstyle.
Mm.
You know, if they named the number, you know what I'm saying, stitched in.
Is this universal, kind of nationwide, or is it? Are we Texas?
I think so. I think it's
No, I think it's
universal.
universal.
I'm speaking,
Recklessness?
I'm speaking for all regions of the country right
Yeah.
now. Yes.
Yes.
Reckless behavior.
Yes.
Reckless behavior.
Is reckless behavior endorsed in the summer?
By whom?
It's
Tolerated.
exactly. That's a great word. I couldn't even come up with the word.
It's
Yes.
tolerated.
It's definitely more tolerated
Okay.
than it is for like high school, because it's the environment allows it to be that way.
So what I'm saying, or I guess what I'm asking, is reckless behavior is tolerated.
Tolerated.
So it's not encouraged,
Absolutely not.
but it's not frowned upon.
Hold on. Nah, hold on. Sometimes it is encouraged.
Okay, speak
You got
on
some
it.
coaches on the sideline now that just
Reckless.
Reckless.
That's what I'm saying. The environment allows it. It feeds the environment.
So when does it become irrational? If the environment is feeding into it.
I guess it becomes irrational when when you got fights in the stands and people want to beat the refs up and the coaches on the sideline want to fight. Like it becomes irrational.
I'm gonna tell you, I've seen this. I've been doing this 20 years, Doc. We doing it 20. Hey, about a month and a half ago, I'm at a tournament and some young fellas they getting it right. I'm gonna call it out. We all can go.
Okay.
They getting it. Carlos got his boys on the side. They balling. You know what I'm saying? They playing the hoops. 12 and under. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So halftime, they up like about 17. We all can go at like 17. Carlos and the kids walk to half court, face the opposing team, and just hits a chant out. Oh, I was the first time I heard. They clapping, 20 piece, da 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 da, 20 piece, da 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 da, 20 piece, and they looking at the opposing team. They looking at the hoop, 20 piece, da 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 da, clap, 20 piece, and the parents just right behind started clapping,
20 piece, everybody 20 piece.
And they had another chant. Hey, it was dope. The chant was dope. It was on sync. It was synced. But I was like, oh.
Now that's reckless behavior.
Now that, yo, at halftime,
Hey,
That's reckless behavior.
but shout out to Carlos because he put some mean groups together.
now,
I'm just saying.
what was the final score? Was it 20 piece?
Oh, they stopped the game. We don't want to go there. The game didn't finish.
The game
but
didn't finish.
They wound up.
See, again,
they
only-
wound up going up by almost 30.
Only in the summertime do you get environments where if you getting blown out by 30, the rules could say if you're about 20 with what was it, 5 minutes left, we can call the game.
They stopped the game for more reckless behavior.
There was more going on. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I completely understand. If they chanting during halftime and you losing by 20, hey, you gotta leave with some pride. Like I'm not tripping. If you're down 20, they still trying to put it on. You fighting.
Now, like I say, now you got it's two sides to every story. Carlos, he was on the side at first, chilling, just coaching his team, and a mama was on the side. A mom on his team was on the side, and moms is like they can talk noise now.
Yeah,
and a young fella from the opposing team was on the other side, and they going back and forth at each other during the game. A young fella, male, and a mama. And I think the mama was with Carlos' team. They was real tight now. They were close. So now at the while, if I got my lady, somebody with me, and you keep talking, I'm gonna hold on a second.
You gotta address it.
Yeah.
So it came from it did come from the sideline at first. It was going back and forth. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
how it usually starts. The
So
kids usually don't do what you said that those kids did. You know what I'm saying? It's usually from
Yeah,
the.
that's
usually
encouraged from either the
Start from
coach
the
or the
sideline.
Yeah, from the
parents.
sideline.
If you line up at half court, that was premeditated. Like
Oh, we get ready to do this.
Yeah,
We've done this before.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Let's do it again.
Because it was the first
They done
time.
charged us up, basically. Let's get let 'em
Because
have
see,
it.
what I'm saying is the environment allows it to happen. If that was a high school game, they would have got technical fouls.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So,
They should have gotten a technical foul.
And I'm
Well,
sure they didn't
well,
because the
halftime.
summer again though it don't matter. It's halftime of a game.
Both teams are going into their locker room though.
Okay, we come out the locker
Yes.
room and we,
In a real atmosphere.
okay, cool. We do right, but then we come back right from the locker room. We come back to
You
the
gonna
court.
clap? You gonna clap in your huddle? You ain't walking down
Right.
the court.
See,
You right.
see, but if you line up at half court, that warrants a tech. Now, if you just doing it in the warm-up lines, being an asshole about it, like you in the warm-up lines and
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
chanting that,
That's
then
one
that's
thing.
different.
Right.
But if you line up at half court,
No,
somebody
Did you hear
deserves
what-
a tech.
Did you hear what Lowe said they did? They got together, say, you know, we did this last week. We gonna do it again. We gonna go right to half court and we gonna look at them and we gonna serve them up.
I'm the biggest fan of reckless behavior, especially from players.
Yeah.
But
That's
that's over.
egregious.
Like, yeah, that's
hey.
outrageous.
That's a 9, that's a 10, that's a 11,
that was
that's a 12.
I sat back and said, that
yeah.
one there. You know what though? That showed they was all in unison. They was
Absolutely.
together.
Yes.
And they was that team is fire too. You know what I'm saying? They got boys, but
What age group was that?
that was 12 and under.
That's-
That was 12 and under.
So again, that's a 12 and under team. They will be 13s, 14s, and 15s, and 16s and 17s. So the behavior is only going to get worse.
It's only going to get
If they all stay together.
Oh well,
Because like you said, the body snatchers coming.
It does happen.
2 years,
Hey,
the body
body
snatchers coming.
snatch. If a team line up at half court chanting during a game you were coaching, what happens
He gonna
next?
lose his mind.
What team I'm coaching?
Hey, what happens
You're
next?
down 20.
And they talking to me?
Yeah,
They're talking to
y'all.
your team.
Yeah, they're talking to y'all.
I'm looking at them, and then I'm gonna address it to my guys. I ain't addressing it to them. I don't mind them saying that to me. I'm addressing it to mine because right now they disrespecting you,
Super
and they
disrespectful.
telling you that you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna respond? You gonna be a punk? You know what I'm saying? You just gonna go out like this? What it is? What's up with it?
Dang, they said
We
it
represent each other, and if the only hard thing about that is because I can't get out here and play now. It's y'all turn. Because if it was on me right now, game over. It's a whole different way.
Now it's personal.
You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
you some way of time you gotta take it and help the boys understand. Man, look here, Doc. These dudes is they basically undressing you in front of everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what you done? You know what I'm saying? But
That's a little reckless.
So yeah, that's beyond reckless. We're talking about irrational behavior.
but it started again from the side.
From the sideline. So
where 90% of it
Yes.
starts on the
the
sideline.
parents basically nurture reckless behavior and the kids kind of act or play it out.
Well, you know
Yeah,
what?
well, because I mean, when you 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, every kid, whether it's a good play or a bad play, they automatically look at their parents. So they're looking for some type of validation or feedback from
yeah.
their parents.
Yeah.
So if little Johnny is being pushed and I'm screaming, "Don't let him push you again," then now little Johnny like, "Man, Mama said I got to buck up now."
Yeah.
So it's
And so-
encouraged by the sideline.
And if I'm the parent of the other kid who he about to buck up to, I'm
I'ma
like,
let him know.
okay, let me see what's up.
right.
You let him let him
push you.
push you back. We got a problem at the crib.
And also too, let's remember the environment. I'm going back to the environment.
No doubt.
Right? When you go to
The summer is a whole different animal.
when you go to Side Lakes versus Side Woods, you have a visitor section and then you have a home section for the spectators. And you sit wherever you want to sit. Now you can still sit wherever you want for high school.
It's like a movie ticket.
Yeah, you can sit wherever you want to sit for a high school game. You can sit on the opposing team side if you want to.
At your own risk.
Yeah, but most people kind of go, even at like Delmar and Butler, you kind of go on your side. In the summer, you just sit. I could be sitting right next to you, and you could be talking about number 12 ain't nothing. He blah blah. That could be my son.
And it happens a whole lot.
Absolutely. So
That
now I
happens
got
a
a
lot.
problem with you, cause you talking crazy about my kid, and it just escalates, and the competition just
And
keep
the first
going.
thing, and the first thing you do if you didn't, if you don't tell them that's your son, the first thing you do, you like, okay. So you look out at your son and to let him know that's your son. Hey, Chris, Bust his ass. Bust it. There you go. There you go. And now you like, and he like, oh, that's your son, dog? Yeah, niggas. Hey, go. And it's gonna mellow out right there.
It was gonna escalate.
Or you got Clash of the Titans right there about to go on. You know
I'm 100% cool with reckless behavior.
Yeah.
And on the basketball court, like I'm not even gonna tell no tale. I'm sitting here thinking,
but
like
it's not coming from the
y'all
court.
got me. I know, and y'all got me thinking.
Man, look. Last week.
Last week.
Got another one.
It was a game going on.
This is 17 youths.
This is a 17U tournament game going on, and it got real out of control with the physicality on the game. So next thing I know, I'm sitting back there. I'm like, ooh, I want to see how kids gonna respond. I don't want to see them punk out. I just want to see if they gonna either punk. You either gonna punk or be punk, or you gonna have y'all just gonna iron sharpen. Y'all just gonna be battling each other. You know what I'm saying? So at some point in time, the referee didn't call certain fouls, and it was some rough,
It was some rough
and so some mamas walked out on the court, and they backed them up. You know what I'm saying?
On the court.
On the court.
Now they talking to the referees. Now you ain't calling no foul, my baby. You know what I'm saying? The referees, I got it. So at one point in time, it was in front of the bench. A dude shoved one of the players in front of his own bench, and another kid came from their bench to the same bench and pushed another kid. It's like, I'm watching. I'm like.
And what?
Okay.
This is 17s?
And this is my young team, my 16 team playing 17s, and they came and pushed the kid in front of our bench, and I'm looking at my young fella like, oh, what you gonna do? And he ain't do nothing. So I waited till it was quiet in the gym. And I stood up and said, hey, D! I say, he came and pushed you right in your chest, and he's still playing. You sitting down. And tell you what he think of you. They sat you down, and he came to your bench and pushed you in the chest. What you gonna do? Okay, that's how you gonna. So they hurt, I'm just saying, that ain't how it go down. They subbed him in the game, and he went in and he went on a strong tear, because that kind of, it motivated him. But the bottom line, I'm like, look, if we together, ain't no way you about to sit. You ain't gonna be no punk with me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be soft. Even if you gotta get your tail whooped, then you better get it whooped, because that next person gonna know that, look here, he gonna fight you. We might get him, but he gonna take a lot of our time away from us. You know what I'm saying? He gonna spend. That's just what it is.
But it all boils down to this: the summer again encourages this type of behavior.
Okay.
Because hold on, let me say this one last thing. Because I'm not saying right or wrong. It's just it's what it is. It is what it is. Because see, had that been a high school game, there's no way a parent would have even thought about coming to the court to yell at somebody, because they knew they were going to get kicked out and they wasn't getting their $5 back.
Escorted out of the building.
Do not come back. You're done.
But
again, in the summertime, it just happens.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Go ahead.
This before Pew jump in.
I just got a question.
That situation right there was escalated because the officials
Never had
didn't control it. And that happens a lot in the summer.
The officials and the coach got into a pushing match.
Listen. It did happen. An official and a coach did get into a shoving match. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it, sometimes you got officials that have been officiating all day long because they want that money, or they ain't got different people. So they on their 7th, 8th game of the day. And they tired. They don't run past half court.
So
they don't run sideline.
If you aren't doing
an
decent
adequate job,
job officiating the game at 4 in the afternoon when it's bracket play, when it's bracket play, the parents are wrong for behaving the way they do.
Well, first I'm like, if the coaches aren't saying anything, then why are you tripping? Because your coach is the first line of defense to be able to communicate with the referees, and if the coaches ain't over there complaining and crying, they like, this is what it is. One of the teams that we was playing was Rafer Austin team. Rafer, he got a good squad. You know what I'm saying? If Rafer over there, if he playing a team and he ain't saying nothing, then why? That means his players ain't gonna be saying nothing. They understand his leadership. Attitude reflects leadership. He a strong, tough guy. So his players gonna grind. Now, if the other team ain't tough enough, then their coach gonna start complaining. You know what I'm saying? But if neither coach complain, then both of them, they probably alpha males. And so they gonna sit back and just let it play out. But the the parents got a little agitated in the sideline, and they run out on the, my baby. You know what I'm saying?
Literally on the floor.
On the floor. On the floor.
Yo, that would never happen nowhere else but the summer.
But now, I don't want folks to think everything in regards to irrational parents takes place in regards to fighting or fussing and cussing in the gym.
Right.
What's up with irrational parents? And if your kid might not be good enough for, all the switching of AAU programs.
Okay.
Could that be considered irrational parents?
Yes, it can be.
It could. Yeah,
Disillusioned.
Absolutely.
Disillusioned.
Absolutely.
I mean,
it's one of the parents that rather sometimes they rather for theirs to get 25 and lose than to get 8 and win. Sometimes that's
once again generated from the parents.
A lot of times, you know what I'm saying? Parents have expectations that, whether it's their own expectations or if they're expectations that somebody else put on them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of can go in a multiple, set of ways when you talk about choosing a team.
Oh, a lot of
because
ways.
sometimes you got kids that, Ricky want to play with his boys, so we're gonna stay on this team.
No doubt.
That happens, especially when they're younger.
Oh no, even that right there. That's a delusional parent too.
Mm-hmm.
Because
play with his...
your son might be good enough to play on a higher level, but because that's your partner or that's his buddy, you okay it for him to be there, and he's not progressing. He's not progressing the way he want to do because that's your girlfriend's son or
but at
that's
the
his
same
best
time,
friend.
He might not be progressing. That could be determined. Just kind of maybe not understanding from a coaching standpoint the information. But if he had a ball in his hands, he got to be learning something. And
yeah, but that shouldn't be your reason for choosing the team.
It shouldn't be. But think about Kirby Roach and Jeray Foster. They never really played high level.
Mm-hmm.
But they both had the ball in their hands, and they both were recruited high level and signed high level.
No doubt.
Those two, I would say, are probably an anomaly. I think with Jeray, I didn't even know.
Jeray came out of nowhere.
Nowhere.
Mike Jones found Jeray.
Out of nowhere.
Shout out to M&E League.
Yeah.
So Mike found Jeray and he was with the Blue Chips at first. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He wasn't getting a lot of burn, but the thing about it is he blew up after his sophomore year, going into his sophomore year at the back to school joint down in Third Ward.
Was that his sophomore year?
Yeah, going into his junior year.
Into his junior year.
Okay,
I'm cool with
see,
that.
It was.
One thing Mike did too, Jeray actually played with Texas Pro in May of his junior year because he was going to let him play throughout July because Mike wanted him to get more exposure and have an opportunity to play on that big stage. He got hurt in June.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He tore his ACL. So that was a person that was willing to put a guy out there and give him, you know what I'm saying, more opportunity with the right spot with the right people. You know what I mean? That happens sometimes.
Yeah, but Jeray came out of nowhere. I remember first time I saw him, I was like, "Where y'all from?" We're from Houston.
I remember the first.
Never heard of
the first time I
M&E
saw
League
him
until then.
That AAU summer. I knew he could play.
Yeah.
I seen him once or twice with his high school team, but it was like he played the 4 and the 5. I get it, he the biggest kid on his high school team, but first time I saw him, we might have been at Summer Creek or somewhere out there, and he was pushing the point.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
like this dude can put on a deck like that.
And this is Jeray Foster, SMU, for those that don't know.
SMU Mustangs.
Playing
for Coach Larry Brown.
Yeah, so I think you got that parent who, getting back on topic, you got that parent who allows the kid to play with his boys. You got some parents that, I would want him to play for this team, but they practice 40 minutes away, so I guess you got to play, with this other team. I'm not sure if that's delusional, but you're not necessarily putting your kid probably in the right situation. You know what I'm saying?
Sidebar.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at this tweet right now from a camp.
Mm-hmm.
It's a camp awards best teammate. They gave a kid a camp award when they had to pay to be in the camp. A best teammate award. Anything to get your son on Twitter.
Hey.
Best athlete. Well, I guess that counts. He got a tweet, so I guess that $250 was worth it. So I'm just saying.
Shots fired.
No, I'm just saying. Oh, you gonna tweet about my baby? I paid this.
No doubt about it.
So when you say that's gonna be posted again,
And that's, to me, that's delusional.
That's an irrational parent.
Yes, irrational. Yes, I said delusional. That's definitely irrational. You know, when you're looking for someone to I guess to hype your kid up or.
So for all these irrational parents, when is a good time to really when they shorties they need to just sit down and chill. When they in middle school, can they become more irrational, or
the parents,
or it should just be?
Here's the thing about it.
Where's the line?
I'm gonna tell you what the line is. The line is this. We all know it's like my daughter. My daughter's 3 years old. She knows when to act right and when to wild out, and she knows who to do it with.
Some people don't know.
So I think everybody know. I think maybe they don't want to do it, but they know that they shouldn't be on the floor.
All right, they might know that.
You know what I'm saying?
On the floor.
Or pushing the ref. You know what I'm saying? Arguing with the coach. Because again, I think the environment of the summer just is conducive for that type of atmosphere and the behavior. I guarantee you, you're gonna go this upcoming high school season. You're gonna go to upwards of maybe 30 to 40 games in high school, right? Definitely. And you're not going to see that happen one time. You're not going to see no mama on the floor. It's the same kids playing.
They're not that close to the action.
You can get that close to the action. Just walk off the bleachers if you really want to get there. We're all playing in the same gyms.
I mean, what
I'm saying is that this is the same kids playing in summer and in high school, and you're not going to have that take place because it's like almost going to the White House. I've never been, right? But I guarantee if you go to the White House, if you put your feet on your coffee table at your house, you will not do it at the White House.
No doubt.
So again, the environment says I can do whatever I want to do because everybody else is doing it. So when I see that it's not an environment that's conducive to their behavior, people kind of fall in line. You're not as reckless during high school than you are in the summertime.
I'm not reckless at all.
You're not reckless?
I'm not reckless at all. Like, when am I reckless?
I mean, you're not fighting anybody. You're not running on the court. But the things that you say and do are completely different in the summer. When was the last time you charged a kid in high school the way you do in the summertime?
You don't.
I charge. It depends on where I catch them. If I catch you somewhere tucked off, you know what I'm saying, and because I don't want to necessarily call you out, make a scene. I just want to give you a piece of my mind. So if I catch you somewhere tucked off, then boom, I'm gonna knock out 3 minutes, and you're gonna get all of it real quick. But I mean, I don't want to be reckless.
I'm just saying the way in which you interact with kids in the summer is completely different, and that's just you. Right? And so you're not running on the floor. You ain't fighting the coach. You ain't fighting the referee. But I'm just saying the environment.
Yeah, I'm no longer a coach. I can't be doing all that.
the things you see on Twitter that continue to help spark conversation. You know, but yes. Pew, you reckless all the time.
You know it.
You reckless with your commentary. Hey, your expectations
are reckless.
Yes, your expectations are high, and when people don't live up to your expectations, you tend to be a little reckless with the way that you come at them sometimes. But and it's never personal.
It's never personal.
And it's hardly ever during the high school season.
And most kids can take it. But you are the type of guy that we was in the gym the other day.
Yeah.
You walked in, team was walking down the court. A kid turned around and saw you walked in the building and said, "Dang, man, shoot." He turned and walked, and he just like, hey, your presence he knew that, you know what,
he was going to get
evaluated heavily. And he was going to hear it throughout the course of the game if he did not perform up to your expectations of him. So he was like, man, damn. Because they know that you don't care who was around. You're going to give them proper feedback.
A proper tongue lashing.
Whether they want to hear it or not. But most of the time, 99.99% of the time, it is the proper. You you have the what's best in their best interest at heart. That's true. I'm gonna give you that.
When they get out their car in the parking lot and they see that Honda, they see that Honda, the Rockets on the license plate, they be like, dang.
Pew was in the building.
Sometimes
and a lot of kids like seeing you.
Need reckless behavior. You mean, like I said, I encourage it. I just don't want the pretenders. If you're gonna be reckless, then be reckless.
Be reckless.
Just on the court, that is. Not a knucklehead, but if you're gonna be reckless, be reckless.
I was in the hospital with a kid one time. He got hurt. We was up in Dallas. So Pew hit me on text and said, "Y'all are not doing well right now."
Yeah.
I said, "What is that?" And he hit me respond back. I told him, I said, "Man, go charge them dudes." He was sitting in the steps, "Man, go charge them dudes."
I was there.
He texted me back, "Not a problem." Next thing I know, they told me, they said Pew walked across the court, walked to the bench, and just jawed him.
Listen,
you was there.
I was there. I missed the tongue lashing, however. But I was filming another game on another court.
Uh-huh.
He come up to me like, "Mo, they tripping." I'm laughing because I'm like, "Yo, he's getting ready to." I can see when he starts moving. He got that jitter about him, like, he about to go in on these dudes.
Uh-huh. Next
thing you know, he gave him a tongue lashing.
He gonna give you a few minutes. He gonna give you a few minutes to make a mistake. He gonna give you a couple of mistakes. But know that he's watching.
Know that he's watching.
He's watching, and if it's his first time seeing you, he gonna give you his props. Who is that dude? Nice.
Yeah.
Pew is one of the few people that will come to the gym with a pen and a pad. Does not coach.
Old school.
Is not writing a scouting report for anybody, but his own scouting report, and he evaluates kids just like
he was in Dallas.
It's for the irrational parents and the not my kids. Kids just receiving a bunch of BS. So at some point in time, I just feel as if kids should hear the truth, so we don't endorse more irrational behavior as they grow up and say, "But nobody ever told me."
Yeah.
That'd be I just don't want you to ever use that as an excuse.
Yeah.
So I'd rather tell you, and then it's like it's on you what you do with it. I'm not. I mean, there's nothing I can really do.
Yeah.
It's just kind of work you got to put in.
Yeah, that's what he charged up Trey Duval in Dallas.
No.
Charged him.
First time seeing him.
First time meeting him. First time meeting him, charged him. I'm just laughing.
What'd he tell him? What'd you tell him, Pew?
I mean, I just wasn't very impressed at the time. I mean, I get it. I see you coming through traffic, tomahawking. But when they put you PG beside your name, I need to see point guard plays, and it's not all about he can deliver a pass. I mean, it's where does that pass come from? Where is he at vocally as far as leadership? So
what you tell him when you after that?
I told him if he's gonna be called a point guard, then these characteristics need to be able to be seen or viewed in your game.
No. I mean, like, did you walk up and say, "Excuse me, young Duval, how you doing?"
We was all just standing right there.
My name is Alex Pugh. Nice to meet you.
It probably went, walk up, how good are you? Like, let's get right to it.
That's him. That's it.
Let's get right to it.
What position are you?
Let's get right to it.
And then,
I'm just laughing.
It kind of threw him off initially, but it's
like super threw him off.
Because he used to people saying, "Hey, what's up, man? Hey, how you doing?
Get a picture.
Good game.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not with that.
Yeah.
Tell me how good you are so I can hear you say it, because I already have an opinion. But I just want to know exactly what your confidence is, how you view yourself.
How you view him now, though? How you seen him a couple times since then?
I have. That's a bad dude.
Yeah.
That's a bad. He's definitely. I definitely think he's improving as a leader
He can be considered that dude then.
Yeah, he's definitely that dude. He's definitely that dude. He's different.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that. He different. What does that mean?
I mean, he can really get up and guard his position. He can already beat his man. So that already put him at the top or near the top with it amongst his peers. But I definitely think he plays with a chip on his shoulder. And I mean, he's driven. Now, whether he really knows how to win, I haven't seen him enough to really say. Because I mean, I know he wins a lot. Sometimes he loses, so I don't really know where he stands as a winner. And next time I see him, I look forward to watching the flow of the game.
Yeah.
Exactly what plays do he make when it's winning time. But as far as a talent, as far as a
prospect,
piece to a team, if I had a team, he can play with me any day.
Yeah.
Any day.
Yeah, that leads me to a point that we're going to talk about another time. You say he's driven. That's a huge point, right? That's huge. Self-driven sometimes, or kids need some type of inspiration. What inspires you to play? You know what I'm saying? Kids need to be inspired by somebody, whether it's their coach, their parents, a friend, anybody, but be inspired by someone. When you're inspired by something or somebody, you tend to be more driven and play harder. And a lot of times it's just in you. Not that you got to be inspired every day, every game about something, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's just in you. Sometimes it's just in you. So, you know that hey, we done went from irrational parents to talking about, you know, referees not controlling the games, you know.
But I'm with you though. I'm with you though with the refs.
Mm-hmm.
They be having too many games. You know, 8 games a day, 6, 7 games.
I've been.
You can't even get quality out of anybody. It's like a robot almost. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, again, it goes back to the environment. They let so much slide in the summer, as far as fouls and things of that nature. Just like, you know, a typical high school game, because you got more timeouts and halftime or whatever, is what, about an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes.
Right.
Summer games is usually an hour.
Hour and 10, 15 minutes.
And max.
With clock stop.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you got about 2, 3
They
minutes.
will not get behind. So they're gonna allow you to just play. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes being able to just play leads to just reckless behavior on the player's part, because they probably gonna get away with more fouls, more pushes or whatever. Yeah. And then, you know, mom and dad in the stands is looking at
not
that.
wanting
like,
the kid to be
it's designed to be. The summer is designed to bring out
gladiators.
The gladiator in you. You know what I'm saying? To see who can really
withstand
go to war and
yeah.
who can I trust in a foxhole. You know what I'm saying?
But
who
being
can lead.
smart about it.
Absolutely, by being smart about it. It's almost taking high school wrestling and then looking at the WWE or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? One is tamed and the other is far more erratic. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got the good and bad in both. You know what I mean? Not saying that summer basketball is bad, but you just got to come out and you say, okay, well, look, we got to let them go a little bit more, because these people want to see who can really play and who gonna shine, who they can depend on.
Parents need to chill.
In some aspects, and you know what else too? But again, it goes back to the environments that you're in. So I've been on the Nike circuit, the Under Armour circuit, the Adidas circuit. I've never, ever seen parents behave that way in those environments. Never.
That's a good point.
I heard. I won't say the brand, but I heard a team, 2 teams was playing, and a parent walked across the court during a timeout, told the coach that you can't coach, you don't know what the hell you doing, and turned back and walked around, or went to the huddle and told some of the kids on what they need to do. And you need to do this, you need to do that. And it was a female too, but you know, that's. You know, I'm sipping my coffee right now.
That's once, and I.
But you're right. Most of the time, that behavior doesn't happen like that.
Don't happen. So again, I think, like you said, once you realize the environment and what's going on, you have to be able to set some kind of parameters so that people don't, you know, have fun and compete.
End of the day,
but don't be out there trying to fight the refs and the coaches and all that.
Kids have to understand.
What's that?
Between the lines, you can be whoever you want to be. Please be somebody different than your usual self. Yeah. Be somebody different.
Go to that phone booth. Become Superman.
Become a Marvel character.
Yeah.
Like become something different on the court. Like your off-court personality cannot be your on-court personality.
No doubt.
When you're really, really trying to get it on and get it done.
You have to learn how to change who you are when you step inside those lines. When you step inside the lines, it's the only time where you can legally, as they say, destroy somebody or kill somebody, and it'd be okay for everybody to accept.
Right.
He killing him. Oh, he's
Kids
going
don't
at it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only place you can destroy somebody like that.
That's a great point. It's not even just kids. It's parents too. Like, you know, I commented on a kid for not being vocal, and they said, well, that's just how he is. well, maybe he shouldn't be that way playing basketball.
You cannot be that way.
Like if you're not,
that brings on irrational behavior from your coaches. Because if you're not talking, and we've talked about it every day, at some point I'm gonna blow a gasket. Like, and then it's gonna be like, dang, coach tripping. Coach not tripping.
I've been saying this for 2 months.
I'm not gonna keep repeating myself.
No doubt.
So like you said, I think that's a great point. I think kids should figure out who they gonna be. Wolverine.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, a lot of that too. Now, see, we talk about irrational parents, but at the same time, parents have to hold some expectations on the child too. If a child is not getting it when he step into inside them lines, now it ain't just the coach. You gotta have a standard of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because.
But talk about it when you leave.
No. I'm not saying. This is what I'm saying. Talk before you go, before you step on the court, before you get there. So look here, man.
We ain't doing this.
We ain't come down here for that, partner. So you understand this. When you get between them lines, you better turn into something else. You better do something, and then when the game is over, you can release that and you can turn back into who you are. You know what I'm saying? You know,
kids don't understand that aspect.
What I'm saying? You can. Hey, when you walk across that line, you Clark Kent. Hey, when you come back, you can turn. I mean, you Superman. When you come back, you Clark Kent again. You know what I'm saying? You understand that? That's who you are. But right now, that's. You know what I'm saying? And you know that before the game starts, prior to, now it's okay. So therefore, if he don't live up to certain expectations, because most of the time, when a kid is playing basketball, especially when they're young, don't worry about makes and misses.
Yeah.
All you should worry about is the effort there and are they competing? Is the effort there and are they competing? That will help you to grow further and take you further than anything else.
There's some young parent listening to this right now, and I don't want them to not understand what we are talking about. So can you please break down what does competing look like?
Break it down.
So everybody, I mean, they think it's just scoring.
No. Competing has, that's what I say, take away all the makes and the misses.
Take away the makes and the misses.
Take away the shots. Are they competing? Are they playing hard? Are they running? If there's a rebound, are they running to try to get the ball? You know what I'm saying? Are they playing defense? You know, if there's a ball on the floor, would they dive on it? You know what I mean?
Taking a charge?
Well, you know, as a youngster, it's hard. Most of them ain't taught how to take charges yet. But yes, all of that is a part of it.
Trying it.
Is the effort there? You should never have to teach effort, regardless. You can't coach effort. You know what I'm saying?
Finding ways to contribute.
You have to make sure that when your child plays, whether they start off in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, whatever grade, your primary objective is to make sure that your child is competing and playing hard. You know what I'm saying? Is he competing and playing hard? And at the same time, what people do not ask of their child is, when the game is over, did you have fun? Did you have a good time? Mm-hmm. People never ask that, and that's one of the most important things to ask a kid, because they want to know that you're not just beating them up, that you're pleased with their performance.
You can't
you know
beat
what I'm
them
saying? You're pleased with their performance.
But it goes back to the irrational parent. So if I'm an irrational parent, I'm yelling and screaming the whole game at the refs. It's not my kid's fault, right? The coach is horrible. Then 9 times out of 10, probably 10 out of 10, when that child's in that car going home, he's hearing the exact same thing. The coach can't coach. You should have been in the game more. You know, why didn't Steve pass you the ball? And so a kid is impressionable. So if you're hearing that stuff as a kid,
what did he say to you when he took you out?
Yeah. So as a kid, you're hearing this stuff on a daily basis.
It's leaving an
imprint on him. Yeah. And so he grows up and starts to believe that it's never his fault.
But some kids, in regards to irrational parents, and the same constant criticizing,
right?
You gotta lift your kid up as well, because some of them, they stop growing, as far as obviously not physically, but they go into a shell to where, like you just said, are you asking your child, did you have fun? You're so hard when it comes to criticizing and never giving positive feedback or
reinforcement.
It's no longer fun.
You have to sometimes let your kid know. I'm not saying anything to you when you miss a layup.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything every time you make a turnover, because guess what? It's okay to make mistakes.
Absolutely.
This is how you grow.
To create a growth mindset.
And some people never do that.
Because
they make people so timid, because
they're
if I do
afraid to fail.
Yeah, they make their kids and you know, parents make kids afraid to fail because they come at them so hard. And most of the time, that'd be the dads
And
doing
if
that
that's
part. You know
as
what I'm saying?
shorties, once they hit high school and they're still in their shell and they're not getting buckets, it's because you've been constantly evaluating them every time they get in the car. Now you talk about how they don't make shots, so they rather not shoot it because they don't want to miss, so they don't have to hit your mouth. And then you come back like, why you don't shoot the ball? Why you don't shoot the ball? Your kid not having fun.
Yeah, lose situation.
Yeah, it's a lose-lose
and that's
situation.
how they lose the love for the game.
Yes.
They don't want to play anymore. When they shut it down, they ain't even tripping. They don't miss it. They don't miss it at all when they shut it down. When you take the love out of somebody, it's a wrap.
Irrational parents are helping their kid.
It's
I
like
mean,
that
you're
girl
fighting
told
for
you
your
that she don't
kid.
love you no more. When she tell you she don't love you no more, she don't want
Nothing
you
you
no
can
more,
do.
it's a wrap. It's over.
Nothing you can do.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a fine
It's almost
line.
like Hov say, you can't change a good, make a good girl going bad. What it is, but once a good, I'm sorry, can't make a bad girl go good. But once a good girl is gone bad, she's gone forever. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna disrespect your Hov on that, man.
Song
I
cry.
took a little bit of time to get that right, but it's what it is. When they lose the love, man, it's a wrap.
It's over. And if they lose the love, then are you parents living through your child? Then what?
Oh shoot.
I mean,
Because we just said earlier, I mean, everybody ain't going to the league.
everybody not going.
Everybody ain't even playing high major basketball.
That's why I don't necessarily really agree with kids playing ball so young. I mean, I want kids to play everything: baseball, soccer, football. Like
Should.
you figure out what you love, and then we'll go from there.
I'm good with
I don't
that.
want football. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if the
They
love
trying to
and
be
the
a lot
passion out
of kids try to be specialists.
Mine shut it down every August.
Yeah.
If we done, we shut it down every August. They ain't gonna play for about 2 months. They'll go play some football.
Get
whether
your
it's-
mind
whether it's
off
touch
of it.
football, flag football, tackle, whatever. They doing something else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they gonna shut it down.
That's
Because
needed.
They need, you know. See, that's another. Again,
These
we
kids
got
play
multiple
year
topics we
round.
can come out of this because that's about the
balance.
balance. The
That's the
balance of playing
balance.
different sports helps you. Agility
you
is
at
one
least,
thing.
It's almost like if you dating a chick and you see her every single day, sometimes you can get tired of seeing her every single day.
Get
right?
tired.
So like once she go away for a couple days or something, you're like, man, I can't wait to see her again.
Give me time to miss you.
Give you time to miss you.
Yo.
Yeah, that's real.
Or it's like,
I used
This ain't gonna work.
I used to get killed all the time. Like, man, why you still got to run the track and why you still got to playing football? Like, it's football season, it's track season. Like, just do something else.
figure out what he love. Might not even love basketball. He like watching basketball with you, but he don't care to play.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
So you forcing him to do something that he really could care less about.
Yeah, it's one of them situations. Like you said, it's so many ways to
View an irrational parent, because it comes from. But at the end of the day, parents is still gonna go home, get dressed, go to bed, get up and go to work in the morning. The kids are the ones that are gonna be affected. Whether it's
what happened at your job when you didn't push intro on time? Did you get fired?
nah,
What happened at your job when you was a little bit late for this? Did you get fired? What happened at your job when you didn't do this, you didn't do
Right.
that, or you forgot this? Did you get hammered? Did your boss just come and disrespect you in front of everybody out there?
nobody likes a micromanager.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
It's okay to miss a layup. It's okay to turn the ball. It's going to happen,
Game too
especially
fast.
early. Especially early. They're in the learning process years. But I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
We can talk about this another time, though.
What?
Does specializing in one sport too early cause injuries later on? Do you think? When people specialize,
Specializing?
because some people at the one day he only gonna play. I'm saying he only gonna play basketball, and he started in second grade, and that's the only sport he's gonna
But
ever.
basketball is
injuries.
really the only sport. I mean, I'm not gonna say the only sport because baseball go to batting practice, but it's not outside. Basketball is ain't nobody really just training year round for other sports, especially as a shorty.
At baseball, they do.
Baseball you can, but yeah, you can.
But I'm saying, like you said, there's been more injuries with ACL tears and everything else. None of that was happening when we came up. Because we played multiple sports. Now kids that play all year round, when does their body ever recover? You know what I'm saying?
And rest and recovery.
They're working the same muscles in their feet every day.
Every
They're working
day.
the same muscles every day. And if they was playing football, soccer, baseball, they work different muscles. But you working the same muscles every day. You know what I'm saying? For years on in, years on out. And then guess what? All of a sudden, bam. You know what I mean?
And
Body
yet,
breakdown.
And yet, kid that hasn't really had the opportunity to be a kid, you tell a kid go climb a tree, he don't know where to start.
Yeah. Well, we're going to shut this thing down.
Shut it down.
But as y'all listening out there, I know you done had a whole lot of thoughts come across your mind.
Are you an irrational parent?
Are you? Are you? Now, be honest with you. I know we done said something that made you laugh while you was driving or rolling around and listening. And at the same time, you didn't laugh. You sure know somebody. We bumped up with somebody who did something like that. And you just
believe Cheryl did that
yes,
last weekend.
Yes.
Embarrassed the whole family.
She's still your friend. She's still your friend. He's still your boy too. But you know what I'm saying? We all get up out of
I have
we all
a
step out
question
of
for
pocket
these
sometimes.
parents.
What's that?
Before they go, are you creating a growth mindset?
Break that down for him real quick.
Exactly. With the irrational and the negativity that constantly comes, are you throwing your kid into a shell? Or are you, creating a mindset to where your kid is not afraid of failure, he's not afraid of missing because he's comfortable in who he is because you've been putting confidence in his abilities instead of always crashing him. So are you nurturing a growth mindset?
And there
That's
we go.
real. Yeah,
there we go.
Dr. Alex Pugh.
Not at all.
The good doctor.
The good doctor.
Good doctor. Hey, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Take some time, give us some feedback when you can, but definitely log on, hit us on Twitter at the Summer Pod. On Twitter at the Summer Pod. Shoot us some mentions or something. We get back with you and want to be able to share what you thinking and go back and forth with some dialogue. Appreciate your time.
You gotta give me your email.
Man, come on, man. Y'all don't know my email by now? It's low@thesummerpodcast.com. That's LOWE @thesummerpodcast.com. I will reply because I'm a guy I like to go back and forth. Good dialogue is positive dialogue. Without communication, we would all cease to exist.
Just follow me on Twitter at Moneyball_AP. If you want to shoot me an email, more than welcome. Pew at the Summer Podcast. That's PUGA.
Yes, sir.
Hit me up.
Hit me up on Twitter. Tweet me.
Tweet me.
HS Hopeful. That's high school hopeful. Just HS Hopefuls. And I think I got an email address now, man. I finally got an email address. So that's Mo, and that is MOE at thesummerpodcast.com. Appreciate that, man. Holla.
We out.
How long was that?
54 minutes.
That joint was kind of dope, though.
That was a good one.